study opens into a new tab, shows that 93% of employees are motivated to do their best work if they feel recognized and appreciated. Now, showing gratitude in the workplace doesn't just improve personal performance, it can also help improve the team and organization structure. Good morning. 15 minutes gone past the hour of 9 o'clock. It's our first conversation this morning on Hello Port Harcourt, and we are talking about appreciation at work. My question is this: how should appreciation be expressed at work? How do you think it should be done? Now, where I used to live a few years ago, we had this neighbor, all right, lovely woman. She had a very powerful voice, very loud one too. So sometimes at about 6:30 in the morning, you will hear her scream, "Informer!" That was like our alarm. She's calling this girl to go and clear out the chicken coop, to go and sweep, to go and wash the tank, to go and save Boko Haram, save the Dapchi girls, to go and do all of this must be done before 6. This woman kept on screaming, and I mean scream. She would scream her lungs out. I'm talking about 5:30, 6 a.m. in the morning. The first thing we hear, "Informer." I always wondered, whatever happened to just calling this lady, this worker of yours, quietly? No, it had to be a loud scream. I don't know if the girl used to sleep, deep into her ancestral graveyard. I don't know. But every morning we would hear her. And then when this lady goes to work, right, the whole street will be quiet. But the minute she will come back, boom, you will hear scream, "Where's the spoon? Where's the knife? They have taken light. Kabiru, go on the jet." I'm like, why? Why? And then the question a lot of us used to ask is, how do these people work with her? Not just at home, but even in our office, because she'll try the business away from the house. Did she ever say, thank you for the good job you do? Now, I got to find later that when it comes in 6 weeks or 1 month, but somebody else comes, and the person, all right, one of the longest serving employees, just 2 years. I don't know how that young man did. What was he up and he was there for about 2 years. Now that I'm talking about this, ask myself, man, feel appreciate at his workplace? How do some of you show appreciation to workers? Some fanciers, like NDDC, for example, maybe IDs, you guys have team bonding activities. Maybe they give you guys bag of rice at the end of every year. At the end of every month, maybe they will give you guys extra 5,000 for coming to work earlier. I don't know. But it seems as though some of those people really love working for you. 017-923-0002, 017-923-0003. At Nigeriainfo PH is where you find us on Facebook and on X at Nigeriainfo PH. The WhatsApp and Telegram number is 0809-030-6416.
The views and opinions shared on this program do not represent the position of Nigeriainfo FM. Nigeriainfo, let's talk.
Hello, Port Harcourt, with Jude on 92.3 Nigeriainfo.
Well, Edward is on the line. Edward, good morning to you. Welcome to Conversation.
Oh, good morning.
Good morning, Edward.
Hello, Port Harcourt.
Hello, Port Harcourt.
I want to something to say.
Yes.
It's about our PhD due.
PhD issues will be from 10 o'clock, Edward. Just hold on, okay? From 10 o'clock, we'll talk about PhD. All right, I have some information to share, but not now, okay? Okay, all right. Thank you very much. It's already preempting the power update on Thursday. WhatsApp 0809-030-6416. 0809-030-6416. Now, first message here, really very quickly, because we have a caller on the line standing by. Good morning, Jude. I express appreciation to my workers by calling to their attention and commending them that they're doing great. And most times I also do that by increasing their salary and telling them that I'm very happy, and they work harder. Zion is in GRA. Zion, good morning to you.
Yes, good morning to you.
Good morning. Welcome, please.
Thank you. Such people are the best people to work with on earth. such kind of women are the people that if you understand their modus of operation, you are covered. You are covered. You see that thing they are doing, most of the time we the staff of those people, we are the problem. We don't understand them. Such boss or such colleague, they ask patients to look for items around them. So if you are working with them, be careful and look to put every item they needed at the immediate closer to them. So that the moment they stretch their eyes, they get to those items. The moment they stretch their legs, they get those items. But most of all, what do? We also feel I don't care. You see, all the shout, they shout, the spark. My brother, it's a spark of love.
Interesting. So I'm not saying you're wrong, but how does one express appreciation to the people who walk around them? Right? I'm very sure some people, whether they shout or not, they still say, thank you for bringing this shoe or whatever. But how should it be done? Hello, Zion. Oh dear. I think we got a bit of a service issue there. Apologies to you, Zion. Please do call back if you can. 08179230002. 08179230003. At Nigeriainfo PH, at Nigeriainfo PH is where you find us on Facebook and on X. Now that we're talking about, I remember was that a year or a couple of years ago? I think I shared a story with you of an employer who sacked. Was this sacked now, or he cut down the salary of a staff? Because after the salary was paid, the person did not come to say, thank you, sir, for paying me my salary. Okay, maybe we'll touch that as we go back, because it would seem that there are some of you who have supermarkets, some of you who have stores, electronic stores, some of you who have bakeries, restaurants, and then some of you who have taxis that you have someone working for you. We call it hire purchase here, right? Now it seems as though, apparently what I found out yesterday, that some of you, when these people bring their remittances to you, hey, okay, this is how much we sold today. Some of you act like demigods. Weird. People act like demigods. The person is working for you. Right? Yes, you bought the car. Yes, bulk of the spending when it comes to maintenance, it's you. But the person brings, now 5,000 I make today. Our agreement now 5,000. I don't make 5,000. I don't give you. And you say, okay, right, put it in my account. There's no appreciation for the person who keeps your car clean. There's no appreciation for the person who keeps your store clean. In fact, some of you have so abused your staff members. Yesterday was just eye revealing for me, because I went to the market. Some of you have so abused your staff, right? Some of your staff, that those of you who have stores, what do they call them? Small kiosks or whatever, those stores that you buy items, provisions and stuff. The person sleeps there. Because you want the person to open the shop by 7 o'clock in the morning. The person only goes home on Friday evening. I found this out yesterday. How's that? Anyway, let's go for the break. Please. a.m. Greetings to you. Greetings one, greetings all. It is Hello Port Harcourt, and it's a wonderful Thursday morning. Cloudy skies, nothing too dramatic. At least the app in front of me says right now we should be experiencing, temperatures of between 25 to 27 degrees centigrade up until about 1 o'clock, where we expect rainfall to visit, Port Harcourt, or at least some parts of Port Harcourt. So expect rain later on in the day. But you know how these things be. Sometimes they come, sometimes they don't come. But we'll see how that happens. So it not be a bad idea to have your umbrella. I had my umbrella on yesterday. Now, speaking of yesterday, I did get to have a conversation, as I try to do when I go to certain places, and observe what is going on. Now, I was at the Rumukuta Junction Market, right? I think it's fondly called the Money Market. Anyway, I was there, Rumukuta Junction, just before the junction where you have the lights and everything. I went to buy some things. Obviously, I bought plantain because, I don't want to hear that between tomorrow and Sunday, because of something that's happening over the weekend, plantain will be scarce. I don't have, so I just had to buy my plantain in peace, jejely. And I go home today, I'll do just my plantain, and tomorrow, I should make beans and plantain. That's my project for this weekend. Now, let's get back on track. You see, showing appreciation, right, often leads to more work. There's a saying that there is no rest for the good worker, because as long as the worker is good, the boss is always going to, as it were, ascribe more responsibility to that particular individual. My auntie once said, if you want something done quickly, give it to a busy person, because usually decent, busy people know what to do with their time and how best to make work light. Now, when they've done all of these things, how do you appreciate them? Now, I mentioned earlier on, some of you in some of these nice companies, have giveaways or maybe some bonuses, maybe in terms of cash. Sometimes some companies may even fly, their staff members to one of those fancy places, in Port Harcourt, and just, keep them there for like a day or two, or even a weekend. I also hear in some cases, they would probably buy you guys wristwatches, new phones, in a bid to show how valued you are. But what exactly is the best way, or how should these appreciations come? Because some people only get thank you. And hey, I'm not saying thank yous are bad, but the person worked for you from 9 a.m. in the morning till about 5 o'clock, carrying bags of gari or whatnot, and attending to your customers and whatnot. And then you say, walk down close, lock the gate, thank you, all right, bye-bye. Is that the only appreciation? Or, hey, it's quid quo pro, okay? I work, or you work for me, I pay you. Let's not get emotional about these things. Am I paying you salary? Yes. Am I paying your wages? Yes. Nothing else. I don't need to appreciate you any further. Is that it? Well, let's find out from you. 017-923-0002. 017-923-0003.
The views and opinions shared on this program do not represent the position of Nigeriainfo FM. Nigeriainfo, let's talk.
With Jude on 92.3 Nigeriainfo.
All right, so let's get to the lines. We got to your messages, but hold on, please. Muriel is speaking to us from Okrika. Muriel, good morning to you, please.
Thank you, Jude. Good morning.
Good morning.
Jude, when a mother gives her children food, she expects a thank you from them. And for me, I do that. And they are so used to it. They are grown, but they are just so used to it. They will call daddy, they come and thank you. And then most times it's not even everything you give them. That even now, that they don't even most times go. They say not a child in the way she go. I'll get to your question. Look, Jude, they are used to it that even my father is in school, everything you send, she must make sure, even if she's in class, she will send a quick thank you, mommy. No matter how small it is. But Jude, you cannot teach an old dog new tricks. A person that is not used to it, you don't demand. when you demand it from outsiders, maybe the employees that are working for you, you demand it. These are not your children. These are people that are working for you. In fact, you are supposed to tell them thank you for the services, and then tell you thank you for the money. You don't just when you're dashing them something. But when they work for you, the Bible says what is due for its wages.
Fair enough.
You don't expect a thank you. You don't expect it. No. You appreciate them. Why they appreciate you? In fact, some of them in their heart, they know they appreciate you. But you must not need the oral, the background speech. Say, thank you, man. It's as if you're expecting. I think it's like a source of pride and expecting too much from people. As in, you see yourself as their savior. Keep not really go eat.
Okay.
Why will I give you more time?
Okay.
Why will I and you not tell me thank you?
Okay.
No, don't demand it. If they are your children, train them with it. Wherever they go, even if they are old, they will do it. But don't demand it from people. Even when you give arms to people, you don't even demand them to tell you thank you. Even if they don't tell you thank you, leave it. Just give and move on. Especially, don't demand it, please. When you demand it, then it tells another fashion of you. I look at you in a different way. Just like you're this kind of a proud person, you need to be worshipped, you need to be honored, you just need to be appreciated. No.
Okay.
Don't demand it.
Don't demand it.
If you take it, you don't move, you leave it.
Miriam, thank you very much. Miriam says, don't demand it. Sadiq is speaking to us from Oyigbos. Sorry, is it Sadiq or Sadiq? Sadiq. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning. I think if someone is working for a person, like the person should be appreciated, even as much as the work is not like, let's say you put your all, but you always get the work done. Yes, you should be appreciated for that.
So how should Sadiq? How should your boss, assuming you work for somebody, how should he or she appreciate you?
A little thank you and job well done. It's all I need. I don't need an extra pay or a raise or just that alone will motivate me to do more. You're trying. Job well done. I like what you did today. And also, when you as a worker you did something bad, the boss will just come out and tell you that okay, today I didn't like the effort you put. It was nothing compared to what you were doing last time or before. So, as much as you can support the worker, you can always also tell them job well done. I like what you did today. Yeah.
All right, Sadiq, thank you very much. Sadiq says, job well done works for him. Doesn't need extra pay, bonuses, or maybe trips to Cancun. All he needs is job well done. And he will put his best. Facebook and X now, at Nigeriainfo, PH at Nigeriainfo. PH. We're talking about appreciation at your workspaces. How should they be done? Do you have challenges, as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, or as the boss or supervisor? Do you have a problem saying thank you? Let's go to Facebook. Very Rich Ikechi says, where is the work now? Where's the work? People are looking for. Where's the work that they'll come and even thank me? Kingdom King says, appreciation at work can be expressed in various ways, including verbal recognition, that's regularly acknowledging and thanking employees for their contribution, written notes, write personalized notes. This must have been copied from somewhere, but I'll read it because I think it's very informative. Write personalized notes or emails to express gratitude, public recognition. Recognize employees' achievements in team meetings, company-wide announcements, or award ceremonies, rewards and incentives. Offer bonuses, extra time off, or other tangible rewards. Now, opportunities for growth. Now, provide training, mentorship, and opportunities for advancement. 6, celebration. Celebrate milestones. Remember, appreciation should be sincere, specific, timely, consistent, and genuine. Now, by showing appreciation, you can boost employees' morale, motivation, and productivity, leading to a more positive and successful work environment. Now, before I get to read more messages, let me share with you one of the stories that I read back then. This was from Time magazine. This was during the Clinton administration, Bill Clinton of the United States of America, right? I think I've shared this story maybe on a few occasions, but if you're just tuning in for the first time, or maybe you've never heard me have a conversation, for your benefit, I would like to share. Please indulge me. Now, during the tenure of Bill Clinton, I think it was the second tenure, there was a factory that burned down somewhere. I think it was in Dallas or somewhere. But I can't remember where. Right now, my memory fails me. But the factory burned down. And then, obviously, in America, the insurance company will have to come through to make sure it was not arson, or to make sure it was not, something that was staged, to, as it were, defraud the insurance company. Now, after investigations, it was the fire department said, okay, fine, we found the source of the fire. It was not sabotage. It was an accident. It was not due to any fault or flaw from the management or the safety team. It was just an accident. Something happened that shouldn't have happened, and then the whole place burnt down. I think he had about 100 or 200 staff members in his employ in that factory. Now, because the factory was burnt down, because it was very clear that they will not be in production for close to a year and a half, because they needed to buy new equipment, build the thing ground up. Most of the staff members, right, resolved that, okay, I'm done, right? This man is not going to be able to, there's no business now. But this man did something that was not very common. So you see, ladies and gentlemen, for the entire time that this company was not operational, this man paid salaries. Let me say that again. For the entire time that this factory was not operational, this man paid salaries, from the security guard to the accountant to the IT people to the drivers. He paid all their salaries promptly. He was running at a loss. He was basically paying from the company's, profits and, the money they had in the bank accounts, for operations. But he paid because the insurance company was paying for the building and the rebuilding and the replace. Everything was going to be taken care of by the insurance company. But the man paid for the period that this factory was not operational. When they returned, who would want to imagine what the staff members had to say about their CEO, about their quote-unquote Oga? Your guess is as good as mine. 017-923-0002. 017-923-0003. All right? 017-923-0002. 017-923-0003. WhatsApp and Telegram available on 0809-030-6416. 0809-030-6416. All right? Do send us a message and we'll get to read them. I'll start with this one. Okay, this one says, good morning, presenter. Attaching unnecessary entitlement to ourselves as salespersons is wrong and highly discouraging. There is an agreement on how much to be paid, and if that's done by employers, we take it in good faith and move on. Motivation helps boost sales volume. So if my Oga fails to understand this strategy, now him sabi, because it will definitely tell on his business on the regular. To appreciate employees' pay hugely and boost their morale. Samuel from Emowa. Samuel, thank you very much. All right, Anyanwu Jonathan, good morning to you. Okay, it's a video. Oh, Anyanwu, thank you very much. Unfortunately, I can't watch that right now, but thank you. It's a video about appreciation, which is what we're talking about this morning. All right, thank you very much. Now, good morning, Jude. Please, what was the controversy about the song you played? Educate me. Joshua Ubong. All right, so the song we started just before we wrap up, we have just about 6 minutes, we're still taking calls, was I Will Go, Send Me. That was by Winans Phase 2. Was released in 1999. Yes, let me check again. Yeah, 1999. Now, the reason why there was controversy about this song was because it was a gospel song. But because of the production, right, a lot of people did not know it was nightclubs, parties, you name it. In fact, from 2000, 2001, those days, let me not lie, if this song was not bumping on radio, but your radio never follow. And then fast forward up until 2010 when we were in university, this song was still being played, you will not believe this, at bars and nightclubs. But it's a gospel song. Now, the controversy was they didn't feel that the artists themselves were, really preaching the gospel. They are from the Winans family, a big gospel music family, very big in America. They're into entertainment, everything. But they didn't see them as, why are people doing this? How can you be singing gospel song, but it sounds so, quote unquote, worldly? And that was the controversy. But anyway, that was back in the day. 0809-030-6416. 0809-030-6416. All right. At Nigeriainfo PH, at Nigeriainfo PH is where you'll find us on Facebook and on X at Nigeriainfo PH, at Nigeriainfo PH is where you find us on Facebook and on X. Well, on Facebook, Queen Ubong says, my boss appreciates us as staff members. I work in one of the best eye clinics in Port Harcourt. Oh, really? Most times when the clinic gets so busy with patients, my boss would buy lunch for every staff at that particular branch. Now, there was a time when she was buying us clothes whenever she traveled abroad. Oh, that's kind. One time she traveled and when she got back, she took us for lunch at a popular restaurant. All right. Recently, she got back from her travel and the staff members got 10K for lunch. Yes, my boss does appreciate her staff. Okay, now I'm feeling bad right now. 10K. Wow. And then she buys you guys clothes. Wow. And she buys you guys lunch every time that the place is busy. Well, I think that deserves an applause. I think it does. So that's a good boss. Oh yes, I think it does, and I do hope, Queen, that you guys continue to do your very best for that business. 017-923-0002, 017-923-0007, 017-923-0002, 017-923-0007. Will here says, Jude, having people express appreciation at the office space is very decent. However, we have a lot of people who think that by giving you your just reward, you are already being appreciated. I don't get how paying me my salary is now making somebody feel like they are the alpha and omega. I've had people threaten me that if I don't do what they want when they want, I won't get paid. That's not a good boss to work for, Will says. They threaten you with withholding your pay. Well, I think there are instances where that can actually hold water, particularly if you're a bad employee. I'm not saying you are, Will. I'm not saying you are. But, if someone is a bad employee, there are punitive measures. There are default protocols and stuff like that in the establishment. So I know, for example, that in some companies, if you were to come in late, you're given a query. If your lateness is habitual, you may get deductions, right? That's fair enough. Yeah, that's fair enough. Now, if that's fair enough, if someone is consistent, comes to work before the official opening hours, and maybe even leaves the office maybe an hour or two after, there's some people who are that dedicated to their jobs, right? They'll leave an hour, sometimes two. I have a friend in Lagos. Her official closing time is 5 o'clock, but sometimes auntie's in the office by 8, 9. Why? Are you being paid for, overtime? No, I'm not. But you see, there's a lot, and there's some payments that need to be made. If I don't go through this account, people may not get their salary. That's dedication. And I really hope, honest to God, right, that she gets rewarded, or let me use the word reward, gets appreciated. I think that's the best, anybody could ask for. Reward the person, for doing that much, despite not being paid any further. I don't think they do. Anyway, don't forget, today is all about throwbacks. We're throwing things back today, playing songs from yesteryears, songs that some of you probably don't even know, or maybe you have forgotten. That's the idea for us on Thursday Throwback, and I like to do that right now. This one was one of those songs that people were not so happy about because, they were a bit critical of mommies and daddies, but the message was very clear. Sometimes you have to let people grow. Zaro Kome.
Mommy and daddy,